can't keep it live full time.
पीछे ऑडियंस को देख हाँ हाँ चलेगा
A very good morning to all. I request all the dignitaries to kindly raise hands. I welcome all the dignitaries today, Dr. Snehal Donde Madam, Dr. Vinay Karni Sir, Mr. Umar Shankar Mandal, Professor Dr. Dilip Maske Sir, Principal of our college, Professor Dr. Anita Aman Madam, Trustee of Modern Education Society, Professor Dr. Krishnakant Vaghmole Sir, Vice Principal, Dr. Vaishali Javadekar Madam, Vice Principal, Mr. Nandip Pasnik Sir, Head of Department of Zoology, and all teachers and the student participants. I welcome you all for today's academic event, Mangrove Conservation and Climate Resilience. This event has been organized by Sri Krishna Education and Cultural Trust, Jal Sanjeevani, in collaboration with the Department of Zoology, Modern Education Society, DG Rupan College. This event is funded by Mangrove Foundation. I invite our Principal, Dr. Dilip Maske Sir, to kindly welcome Dr. Snehal Donde Madam with a token of love. Everyone please take a round of applause. We are privileged to have Madam Dr. Snehal Donde Madam. I would like to introduce her. She is an esteemed personality, a chairperson of Sri Krishna Education Cultural Trust, Jal Sanjeevani. She is an environment conservationist and education administrator. In her 30 years of teaching and research experience, she has been a college principal affiliated to the University of Mumbai for 15 years. She is a double PhD, one in science zoology, second in humanities management, and she is currently pursuing her third PhD, doctoral PhD in humanities and social sciences. She is recognized as a PhD and teaching guide in zoology and education management in multiple universities. There are 9 PhD students who have been awarded under her guidance, and 4 are currently pursuing PhD under her guidance. Madam has published 10 books, 6 chapters, and 50 research papers in peer-reviewed scientific journals of national and international repute. Presently, Madam is contributing full-time in river rejuvenation projects in Maharashtra and Pan-India. She is an Honorable Chief Research Officer of Govardhan Eco Village at Palghar, which is a model sustainable village of ISKCON. For her immense contribution in nature awareness program and river rejuvenation and water conservation initiatives, Dr. Snehal Donde is recognized as Jal Nayak by Water Literacy Department, Yashila, Government of Maharashtra. She is an active member of World Water Council. At national level, she is associated with Dr. Rajendra Singh, Waterman of India, as core member of Indian River Basin Council. She is a chief convener of Jal Biradari, a Jal Mission. Madam has conducted a survey of river Ganga with a team of scientists, and she has done social and environment assessment of Ganga Basin, and she has taken up the issues to the office of the Prime Minister and President of India for resolution. Presently, she is contributing full-time in river rejuvenation in projects in Maharashtra, and she is a recipient of many awards. To mention a few, she is a recipient of the Crusader Award of United Nations Environment Program, Ministry of Environment and Bangla Foundation. She has been honored as a Best Educator Award twice and Best Extension Work Teacher Award by the University of Mumbai. Presently, she is leading Maharashtra government Sada Jamia Nadila campaign, and she is regenerating 14 rivers in Mumbai and Thane district. This project has been started since October 2022. Overall, she is a multi-dynamic individual, and for her tireless and painstaking work on water body regeneration and nature awareness. We are really privileged to have Madam among us, and we all are eager to hear from us as she addresses us today. I request our President Dr. Dilip Masge sir to kindly address us.
Good morning. Actually, 2 days, just within 2 days, this conference is organized in Rural College. Madam said, I want to do some similar in Rural College. Then I said, it's good work. And after hearing the name, just now explained, the conservation of environment. Why? मेरे मन में doubt है why? Because I am a little confused on this title, what they are doing. थोड़ा confusion है very big. तो conservation क्यों करना है? Who is doing all these things, mangrove cutting and all this? कौन कर रहे हैं? तो खराब कौन कर रहे हैं? हम ही कर रहे हैं. So to conserve this किससे? अगर बाहर से कोई आता है, कोई एनिमल्स, if they are doing this bad thing, तो हम उसको कंट्रोल करेंगे. Here, people are doing this, cutting mangroves. This is basically wall for us. So ये जो something like दीवार है अपने लिए, so हम ही उसको तोड़ रहे हैं. कुछ लोग तोड़ रहे हैं, कुछ लोग उसको संभाल रहे हैं. This is the confusion. Sheikh Chilli पता है आपको? Sheikh Chilli. When we were in schools, there was one chapter, Sheikh Chilli. वो क्या करता है? किसको पता है Sheikh Chilli? Sheikh Chilli किसी को पता नहीं. बहुत बड़ी मिसाल है. उसको समझ में आता है, वो इलिटरेट, अनपढ़ आदमी. तो जिस ब्रांच पर बैठा दूसरे दांत में टूटने वो तो नीचे गिरने वाला है, उसको ही तोड़ रहा है. उसको पता नहीं कि वो ब्रांच टूटने के बाद वो गिरने वाला है, फिर वो तोड़ रहा है. मतलब उसको बेचा ही नहीं है, ऐसा थोड़ा दिखाई दे रहा है. वो अनपढ़ है, लेकिन इधर तो सब पढ़े लिखे हैं. Those who are doing this, मुझे पता कोई नहीं कि उसमें से कोई अनपढ़ है. इस तरह का कंफ्यूजन. पढ़े लिखे लोग भी they are doing this. तो अभी कौन किसे समझाए? I don't know. Government is action project. Cut this mangroves and build new buildings. तो कौन उसको परमिशन देता है? वो भी पढ़ा लिखा है. जो परमिशन मांगता है वो भी पढ़ा लिखा है. और जो उसको कॉन्सर्व करने के लिए ट्राई किया वो भी पढ़े लिखे, तो सारे पढ़े लिखे लोग हैं, तो why this confusion? I don't know. Madam will answer this. तो अगर कोई अनपढ़ लोग हैं जिनको पता नहीं कि व्हाट इज द इम्पोर्टेंस ऑफ मैंग्रोव्स, वो लोग कट करें तो बात अलग है। Now, we have to conserve this for better environment. Environment हमारे लिए चाहिए। And there are many other things जो भी when I entered this room, the film was going on. Nice birds. So they are because of all these things. If these mangroves are not there, then how you see this nice bird? From where they will come? तो नेचर डिस्टर्ब हो रहा है, एंड टू हैव गुड नेचर, गुड एनवायरनमेंट, वी शुड डू समथिंग। तो अभी आपको बता दें व्हाई यू आर सिलेक्टेड, व्हाई नॉट एजेड पीपल लाइक वाइट हेयर वाले, व्हाई नॉट आपको क्यों सिखा रहे हैं? व्हाट कैन यू आंसर फॉर दिस? व्हाई स्टूडेंट्स? बिकॉज आगे जाके यू विल बी ऑन दो चेयर्स, those who are giving permissions, those who are asking permissions. That time you should understand what is the importance of this nature, environment, and take proper decision, because we need good environment. Okay? So I welcome Dona Madam in this campus, Ulpana campus. It was a good cause, the mangrove conservation, and I think you will really enjoy this and you will get some knowledge and get some way how to go ahead. All the best. Thank you very much.
Good morning everyone once again, and respected Trustee sir, I am highly obliged that with a very short notice that I just spoke to you and you arranged all these things in a very positive manner, because this is a very serious question which you have just now posed, that who is going to conserve and who is doing these things. When all of us are educated and all sitting in government and everywhere, they know what is going to happen with the mangroves. If we are destructing it, then what is going to happen to Mumbai? Most ironically, sir, we are all aware that Mumbai Climate Week event, I call it as event, because today we are very good at doing events rather than action plans. Now this event happened in BKC, Mumbai Climate Week, from 17th to 19th. You know what is BKC? That is also became land of mangroves. Complete infrastructure. So what are we signifying? What are we showing to the world? And then I read so much news articles about Hillary Clinton speaking this and some other presidents coming saying something. As if Mumbai doesn't know what is going wrong, what needs to be done, who needs to be doing, and what are our responsibility as a public. That is the reason I thought we need to collaborate with now these government bodies, and that's how I came up with the idea that mangrove cell, along with them only we did the tie-up, because it is the mangrove cell's mandate to, I should say it's a complete mandate or complete responsibility of them. It's of course every stakeholder's responsibility to protect the mangroves. But as such, when the cell is created, this was created in 2012, and there onwards demarcation started. But let me tell you, today also the demarcations is not complete. Not even 50% demarcation of the mangroves. Now, all of you all who are sitting over here, I would request, whatever today I will be talking, whether it is the faculties or it is the students or the researchers who are sitting over here, please understand each word of mine would be
taking you through how systematically certain things are carried out, how we can convince to the authorities, at the same time how things can be corrected, how we can be confident to speak in front of anybody, what is unspoken. Because most of the cases, it is seen that today nobody wants to speak what is unspoken, and that's the thing, that's the reason that things are going very wrong. So when I started with demarcation, remember that so many projects are going on around Mumbai, but let me tell you, when I started finding or started the gap analysis, see, whenever we do anything, we need to do some preliminary observations from the empirical or the secondary data to find out the gap analysis. We come to know where we are going wrong or what are the places that we have to do little bit of work where something can be corrected. So when I started with it, to my shocking, that BMCs, all the infrastructure which are coming up today only on Mangroves, all infrastructures. I'll take you through all those places also. None have the environmental impact assessment, environment clearance. None have the baseline data. When I say baseline data means at least when we are doing something on the mangroves, something on the rivers, like every day when we are opening our regular newspapers, daily we see some of the other cases, ED cases on ED river, में ये पैसे खा लिया, वो खा लिया, डिसेंडिंग के नाम पे, सुंदरीकरण के नाम पे, purification is that. But let me tell you, all these approvals and that too of the crores of funds, 1500 crores, it started with, you will not believe that even the 4-kilometer stretch of beautification, desilting and all, for that you cannot imagine how much amount is every time approved. For 4 kilometers of Poisar river, it was 1100 CR. Can you imagine? I say don't give me 100 CR also. I say you give me only 1 lakh. I will make that work proper. Because all these cases don't require our intervention at all. COVID proved it. During COVID showed you remain inside the house, we will be alright. All our air quality was good. Rivers could be seen very nicely flowing, having its glory back. But again when the COVID went, and again situations have become worse. So we have to take a lesson that we cannot mimic the nature. The question which was asked, who's going to do that? We don't have to do that. Because nature has its own systematic mechanism of self-regulation. But still, if you say that madam, why we are here and what we are going to do, we are going to see the mirror today. What we are doing, what is the situation. Now how small interventions of ours can help in the process. Because during my gap analysis, one thing came out very prominent, that there is a great gap between the academic research and these kind of projects. And that's the reason, like in Western countries, every university college has some government projects and there are no private consultants and all. It's the universities and the colleges take up these projects and government keeps on funding. Here what is happening, we are not showing our potentials like our regular colleges. That is why either the project goes to IITs, IISCs, EISS, NEERI, like this thing. But again I question, and I am very vocal about it. Now suppose we have IIT Bombay here. See why I am giving this example. And very vocal I am about it. I believe that our regular colleges have much more potential than what is IIT, IISc, NEERI and others have. I believe that and I have proved that. That's the reason I am saying this. Because when they come with like any project given to IIT for sanctions for the approvals, for the road, for the sewage treatment plants or for the river beautification, show me single one person. Although they have environmental department, mechanical engineering, civil engineering and many other departments are there, but they have not done anything of their own. Today also my case is there in NGT. I have sued IIT Bombay also case of Powai Lake matter. Half of the Powai Lake is completely enclosed by them. Daily complete sewage release is there. All the new buildings which are coming up, all the debris inside the lake, all for the recreation purpose they have encroached inside. So I want everybody to challenge me, even to BMC. Because Powai Lake doesn't require any kind of hyacinth removal which is going on today in crores of funds. Daily being wasted. Hyacinth is nothing but the nature's gift to all of us, which is doing its own work with its root system. The root systems of these kind of floating plants, they have such a lot of microorganisms where they have the capacity to absorb all the pollutants at the same time to bring in the corrective things. How the corrective things? That is why the hyacinth or the eutrophication happens in water body is because of the phosphate nitrates. Now because the phosphates which get collected in the sediment, unless the phosphate breakdowns, that means from the aromatic to the aromatic form, it will not be getting solubilized in the water and it cannot be used by the plants. Such a simple thing. But whereas what we are doing, we are going on removing this hyacinth, we are collecting it in plants, we are removing from Mumbai, we are taking it to purity, somewhere dumping, again organic loads we are increasing, and that's all we are doing. Although it can be repurposed. Even if we are removing hyacinth if it is in higher quantity. Remember, in any water body, 40 to 60% of such kind of floating plants are very, very good because their root system is doing most of the work which all the STPs or ETPs and CTPs, that is effluent treatment plants, sewage treatment plants and all this which is the design of engineering minus biology. Remember, when we talk about organic or inorganic degradations, it is only the capacity of the microorganisms which are having the capacity to biodegrade. It's not their complex structures. It's not that the pumps and big aerators and all which are put. Most importantly, the aerators which they put, bacteria doesn't take oxygen like we will take. But that aeration is being given and 75% of expenses are on all those wrong things. And they are done by the oil engineers. And today that is the reason I have challenged everybody. So I am invited nowadays by the IIT Kanpur, Roorkee, wherever you name them, Mumbai University, IIT Bombay, everywhere. I am delivering my lecture and I am challenging. There they come forward and say I am talking nonsense. So when we talk about SBR, see all the words which I am saying today, nothing is difficult. Google Baba is there. When you write, everything comes. What is SBR? What is MBR? कहोगे तो मिलेगा. Some advertisement comes from Google also. If you say, you get all those answers. So SBR technology, MBR technology, MBBR technology. Yesterday there was discussions going with me in NIO this Warsaw that after I had challenged everybody, now municipal corporations additional commissioner called this NIO microbiology head and said to start with the DP work, which I said initially they don't have baseline data of any kind of a thing. When I said DP means discharge points. Why these discharge points are supposed to be studied? Because what is the kind of discharge, what is coming in that sewage along with it? Accordingly, the design of the structure of the treatment plant has to be. Till date, there was nothing of that sort. No preliminary survey, no prior survey of all this kind, but a uniform kind of SPPs are being made. I will show in my slides also how they are doing and what nonsense going on when this is being done. Another thing that recently High Court also, you must have read in the newspaper, that High Court has said that whenever any new buildings OC, occupancy certificate will be issued, before that every building should have their STP sewage treatment plan. Again there is the lack of understanding of the High Court as well as of the system. Now they insist on the STP, but they have not opened the policy books of the building making proposals, that is called as UBCPR, Urban Development. For that purpose, there is a policy, UBCPR policy, in which it is clearly given by saying to all of you all, you all are like an ambassador to the environment today in Mumbai. Wherever you go, please propagate these things so that at least the information which you are gathering today, that should be first thing handy with you all. So first thing handy to you all, that you have some information with you, and that's the reason I'm giving some information so that you should be aware about it. Because all kinds of wrong things goes on, and you all are science students, or maybe art, science, commerce, I don't mind, but having information always keeps you equipped with the confidence to speak before any authority or say. Now, this norm says what? Please pay attention, don't pay attention to what is being shifted from here to there. That's why I showed you two videos so that your mindset gets ready to conceive what I'm trying to say here and you understand those things. Otherwise, this policy has yet not started implemented fully, but when it will be implemented, or it has started partially in some cases, but again wrong way. Because see, when the STPs are going to be there in the buildings, it is clearly said it is supposed to be for the grey water, not the black water. It's clearly written in the policy. But today it is going on with mixing of grey and the black water. Now what this will do, because of which I am saying, and my slides will show, but that time I will not say in detail, but I will just show the picture at that moment. I am just waiting for you to arrange that. So in that grey water, remember, what is this grey water? It's the other domestic water than the toilet water. Whatever your poop and your this thing comes out of the toilet is the black water. That is not supposed to be treated in the buildings STP. It's only supposed to be the grey water for the reuse. So remember, and why not this black water? Because black waters consist of a lot of pathogens and aerosols, and in the process when it will be done, all kinds of endemics, pandemics will come up. Because the aeration process which I said, I'll show you with the pictures if you have not seen any STPs and all, and I assume that way, and that's the reason my presentation will be a bit longer, because I don't want to teach you or tell you anything in isolation. Because whatever we have been doing till date, we have been talking in silos. Now suppose if I am going to talk about mangrove, I will not take you through the mangroves directly. I will take you through the connection between the river and the mangroves. We'll understand how from the origin of river has to be understood up to its confluence. Why the rivers need to reach the confluence, delta or estuaries. Whereas our politicians are thinking and they don't want these rivers water to reach to the oceans and deltas, they want to restrict that and use it for other purposes, and that's how dams and all they keep on talking about. Not having an understanding of the characteristics of the rivers. How river can flow. Everybody is talking about the surface water of the river only, that is the rainwater or the Himalayas waters. But nobody talks or teaches or no books gives that it is the groundwater and the subsurface water which supports the river. So there is the big gap which is there in the understanding, and that's how today engineering designs are going on, bureaucrats are taking the decisions and everything. But I believe once you are after HSC, when you come to the college level at the graduation level, from there your journey starts with connecting you with the environmental issues, because it is ultimately about the good air quality, water quality and the soil quality that keeps us healthy. Our mental state is good. Otherwise today, the way energy level is going down, immunity is going down, there are a lot of diseases, idiopathic diseases, new names of the diseases are coming up. So such things are cropping up more. So from these all background which I have given, I will take you through the journey of what I have tried to conduct the study of all the rivers in Mumbai, because I want to show you Mumbai today. That is the reflection of our way, our behavior, our education and our lifestyle. I want all of you to see and then just think about that how we can do the corrective measures. Okay, I can do it. So you can see that under that mangrove conservation and climate resilience are written there, river at the center of government trust to provide clean then if I take you near to the Mithi river, you will not be able to say also that is river. You will say, madam, koi to nala hai, unless I tell you it is a river. What are the other rivers in Mumbai? Dahisar, Koisar, Walghat, Oshiwara, Mithi. I tried to bring this in the Chalazandiya Nadila, this government GR, in which when I wanted that Mumbaikars should know that how many rivers here. There are n numbers of rivers. I am just talking about these rivers only in the suburb areas and which I could identify because STPs are being established on these rivers. That's why these 5 rivers are named. And on these only, they have planned all these kind of sewage treatment plants. What is the sewage treatment plant and why I am repeating sewage treatment plants again and again? We all get in cities almost 150 liter water per person. Supply is that way. 150 liters per person, per capita per person. Okay. Now when I say 150 liters, it gets converted to what? Sewage. As much we consume water, that much is our output of sewage. During COVID, every sector was closed except for this sector, sewage generation. Are you understanding my point? Why sewage is very important to understand? And why this sewage is being planned for treatment. Now what happens? Suppose I have said 150 liters per person, it is being given. Now they will count by that 150, which is supplied for drinking purpose straight from BLC. Okay? वो लोगों ने हाथ ऊपर करना है जिनके बिल्डिंग में बोरवेल नहीं है, जिनके बिल्डिंग में बोरवेल नहीं है वो लोगों ने हाथ ऊपर करना है, जिनके है मैंने नहीं कहा, जिनके नहीं है। जरा ऐसे घुमाना, आप मेरे ऊपर ही मत रखो, आप सबको दिखाओ। अभी 2 लोगों ने उठाया है, आप कहां से आते हो? कंज्यूमर, तो आपकी बिल्डिंग में नहीं है बोरवेल। ओके, आप भी करी हो, आपके यहाँ पे भी नहीं है, बाकी सब तो सभी के यहाँ पे है। Now this water is not accounted at all. That is an additional generation of sewage. Now imagine why all our rivers, it's not only in Mumbai, across the landscape of India. Even after Namami Gange and so much of treatments happening, but still, not a single place that our rivers are clean. Reason is this. And along with this sewage, when I say, now you can imagine, you just count how many members are there in your house. Then each member having a preference for different kind of a soap, shaving gel, hair serum, oil, any number of cosmetics you just count. All that going under the drain. Isn't it? All chemicals. And when we are doing the treatment, we call it as sewage treatment. That means we are only considering the poo which is coming out of our toilets. And that's why we are calling it as organic matter degradation we are working on. Or the plants which are done. And when I initially said that DP is being now given after I raised the question that 2 of the DP, I think in the Worli and Bandra side, 2 places only NIO has now conducted. When I say discharge point means what? The flow which comes, the flow which has been channelized to the ocean. So where is the outfall, they take the sample, that is the raw sample, and then they do the analysis. What all is there in that? Because unless that is done, anything which is designed for the treatment purpose, it is incomplete. It's partial. Partial means so complete. And do you